Okay. I'm silly. What's up? I'm Re Alissa, and you're tuned in to Baby Goat.
Margarita's usually your favorite drink?
Yeah, because I don't like the taste of alcohol. It's nasty.
Right.
So, like, stuff that tastes like juice or, like, Sprite.
Now that I'm getting older, like, I can't drink as much. The liquor,
Girl.
yeah.
I just left college, and even in college, I didn't drink much.
How old are you?
21.
Oh, I'm okay. So you just started drinking. So, Re Alissa, you grew up on the south side?
South side.
Okay. Where in the south side?
I grew up in Beverly,
Mm-hmm.
like halfway. My parents do real estate, so we have like multiple houses. But my main house was in Beverly on 107th and Western.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's it like over there in Beverly? What's the type of neighborhood?
It's like, I call it prestigious South Side. It's real like nice neighborhood, big houses.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to say white people on camera.
But
Diverse neighborhood.
Too late.
what type of school did you go to?
Like elementary, just a regular public school. Middle school, I went to a technology school, and we all had like laptops and iPads. And that's how I got into editing videos and music, because we had these like classes, and we had to like make movies or like make songs. And I had like a laptop that I took home and stuff, so that's how I really like started doing it for real. And I'll just post stuff on YouTube. And then for high school, I went to performing arts high school. So I was an acting major actually.
So when did you start singing?
I don't ever remember not being able to sing.
Okay.
That's always my answer, because I really don't know.
Okay. I will say, like, I don't listen to a lot of female artists,
I feel that.
but you are raw. You got it for sure. Like,
Thank you.
I fuck with your shit. I fuck with it. For real. Do any performances in school? Or you just singing low key? Okay, people used to have
No,
you
I did
perform?
so much. Yeah, okay. I perform because I used to sing in church when I was little. Went to middle school. We used to have these like talent shows, and I used to put on these whole productions like with background singers. So funny. And in high school, I went to performing arts high school, and we did a big musical every year, and then we did little plays. So I was like the fairy godmother in Cinderella. I was Demeter and Cat.
What was the name of the school called?
Camden Academy of Performing Arts.
Oh, was it Indiana?
Yeah. Oh, one of the houses that we own is in Indiana. That's how I went to IU for free.
Okay.
We used our Indiana acting as shit. Finesse. They can't give me now.
But overall, you had a pretty good high school career growing up.
Yeah, I started like making music as an artist when I was in high school. So I was like 16, and like I would get out of school at like 12 o'clock because I was like an early grad, whatever you call it. And I would leave and go downtown and record because I was doing this little EP. So I had like these older friends who went to Tribeca at the time. Okay. And I would like take the train after school and go record with them at Tribeca. It's real crazy. And that's how I did my first EP, which you ain't gonna find it nowhere. It's gone. Because when you're not an artist that's like super duper well known, there's really no point in having a project out. So I'm gonna re-release the songs as singles because singles are more marketable. It's how you reach more people. It's like a better platform. Singles can travel way easier and you can promote them way easier than an EP. You know what I mean? So, because if I'm a new artist and I want to convince you to listen to my songs, I'm not gonna give you a whole EP to listen to. I'm gonna give you my best single or my 2 best singles, and then you can listen. If you want to hear more, then you'll want to stay along with me as an artist, and you'll want to hear what I come out with. You know what I mean? So,
what made you want to do that? Like, what even gave you that idea? I've never heard any artist ever say that.
I know a lot of industry people. Just a lot of conversations, a lot of advice, a lot of.
As you're starting off, they told you start off with singles.
Yeah, and even like still now, like the people I work with at Maybach will be like, yeah, just like these are good songs. If you want people to actually hear them, re-release them as singles, market them as singles, and I bet you'll get more streams and be heard better. I just removed it, and I removed it now because my new single drops on Monday, so it's like a rebrand, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the name of the new single?
Movie.
Was it supposed to be towards something?
I wrote it on the plane when I was on my way to LA, when I was moving to LA. Honestly, a lot of the stuff I write is like either stuff that I barely went through and exaggerated the fuck out of it, or I just like imagined it. But this is about like basically a long car ride with 2 people and like sexual tension and just it's like we can make a movie right now. Like it's like the middle of the night, but that ain't never happened to me, so I just made that up on the plane.
So how has it been moving to LA? Has it been a good transition from Chicago?
Yeah, LA is cool. I like what I do like about LA is that like everybody knows somebody. So as far as somebody that can help you. So you meet like one artist and you get like 10 connections out of that one person. And Chicago can be similar, but Chicago is a lot smaller than LA. So like, yeah, LA is just much bigger and it's like so many more people to interact with and quickly. Because if I live in Hollywood and if I meet this dude, it's like, oh, there's a studio up the street. I go to one session of the studio and I leave knowing like 20 more people and then I left knowing, you know, like there's just always something happening. Like, I know I like it because in college people would fly me out to LA for sessions. Like it would be crazy. I'll like have a final on Tuesday, but a session Monday night and I would fly like from LA and make it right in time to go to my final and then leave like 2 days later, still get up. But anyway. Too much.
And all the hard work is gonna pay off.
It is. Yeah, that's too much. But yeah, so I was just like, where can I go that's like, I know there's connections, I know I can work, I know people there already, and it's warm. And I was like, oh, I'll just go to LA.
I haven't been to Cali yet. That's definitely on my bucket list. Definitely.
I love California.
I'm gonna go to Cali.
LA is like, love it. Relationship.
Who's your favorite videographer?
In Chicago? CDO.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have one in LA yet?
There's one artist that one videographer I work with in LA, but he's from the Bay, but I met him on like.
Is the Bay Florida? What's the Bay?
Bay is like San Francisco, San Jose,
Okay.
like it's in California still. Yeah, so he's from like right outside San Francisco, but I met him on Clubhouse, and he just shot the video literally the day I flew out. He shot the video to my new single on Monday. Okay. But that's the first videographer I worked with, and he came to LA to do it. So. I don't know about
okay. Nice.
Yeah, he flew out to LA to shoot it. One time when I was in LA for college, he wanted me to model some of his clothing lines, So I did, me and my friend, and we just kind of stayed in touch. And then when I moved to LA, he was like, oh, I can be your videographer. And I was like, okay.
Is there an artist right now that you would like to do some music with in Chicago or in LA?
Good question. Yeah, there are several. But right now I'm trying to focus on establishing my sound as myself, especially since I just released my EP, because now I only got like 4 songs out technically, 3. There are so many people I want to work with, but I want to keep establishing myself first and then work on that. But I know so many artists, so there's a lot of people I like to work with. Right before I moved to LA, I did this like feature deal. I was doing features for like $100 and I did like 20 of them.
So when did you start playing the guitar? Like, I know you said you went to a school for music, but when did you actually when did the instruments come into play? Were you in band?
So instruments in general. Okay, so my dad plays a lot more instruments than me. Okay. And so I grew up like around that, like we had like a piano, drum kit, all that, and they used to buy me that stuff. So I started playing piano when I was like 6 or 7. I was in band all middle school, all 3 years. So I played the trumpet and keys in band. And then trumpet band led me to like play clarinet, which led me to learn saxophone.
Were you in band in high school also?
No, because I was in performing arts high school. Okay. So in high school I did more like acting, and then I became an artist. I did acting when I was little too. I was signed to an agency. And then I learned guitar like later, like maybe late middle school. And then I played bass guitar because it's the same, I don't know if you know instruments, but it's like very similar to regular guitar. And that's it. Oh, and drums I started playing when I was like 8 because that's what my dad plays. I was a copycat.
The high school you went to, did you have to like apply to get into it?
Yeah, I had to apply, audition, everything.
Yeah, I went to school like that too in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
High school?
It's called Woodside. It's in Virginia, but yeah, I had to apply. I honestly don't know how I got into that school. I was actually in music. I was that was my. What did they give you at the end? The magnet. It was a magnet program, magnet seal. I got my magnet seal for music.
I don't know what that is.
It's just nothing. I see that you like JuiceWrld.
I love JuiceWrld.
Okay, I seen that he gave you that shout out.
I know. That's the best day ever.
Are there any like major artists, not local artists, major artists that you would eventually like to work with? Tony Braxton.
So I love. Wait, did you saw my Instagram? How do you know? I met Tony Braxton on FaceTime. Okay. When I was at Babyface Studio. But there's so many. Right now, the only artist that I like fangirl over, like if you walked in right now, I'll cry probably. Low key cry. I'm a Drake. Yes, I love him. I was trying to go to his birthday party in LA, but we couldn't get in. I would love to meet Mariah Carey. I used to love Beyonce, Lil Wayne. But a lot of the artists that I would love to work with are dead, like Aaliyah, Tupac, Prince, Michael Jackson, like yeah.
So growing up, what artists played an influence on your music?
So many.
So many? Okay.
Yeah, because it just depends. Like, there are artists that I look up to as artists, but then there are like my favorite vocalists, my favorite rappers, my favorite producers, my favorite musicians, like my favorite bass players. So it really just depends on which category.
So in general, where did you get your influence from?
I would just say that that's really hard. Maybe just the R&B genre in general and gospel.
Like
This is really hard.
All right, give me like three artists
that have been influential to me as artists or as vocalists or as all of the above.
Okay, so do you have a particular artist that got you into R&B, or was that
No.
just... Okay.
My parents got me into R&B.
Three vocalists. You can name me.
Okay, favorite vocalists of all time. Mariah Carey, Lisa Fisher, which y'all might not know her. She got like one big song that she won a Grammy for. And Whitney Houston.
Did they help you want to keep your music career going?
Nah, well, no. That's more like my favorite artist, like Aaliyah.
So now we're doing that.
Okay, so artistry is different to me because my favorite artists of all time are not necessarily who I think are like the best vocalists of all time. Like Aaliyah is not like, I don't think she was like one of the best vocalists of all time, but she's one of the most influential artists. And a lot of that is because of style, image, who you know, age, like she's really young and stuff like that, like empowerment. Like there's a whole bunch that goes into it, but like influence, like artistry is all that. Influence, style, art. Like Drake is one of my favorite artists of all time because of all of that. Like it's not just that he makes good music or that he's a good rapper, but artist-wise, like he has this brand that like is Drake. Like nobody else can take that from him, and that's the importance of artistry. And that's why I have favorite artists and then like other stuff.
So tell me about your song "Secret," the feature that you have with Tamar.
Tamar's my god brother.
Okay. What gave you that idea to feature him on the song, or that you that you know that you wanted him on that particular song?
Tamar plays keys for me, like whenever I perform live, pretty much. And the song, the beat, I actually sent my producer, one of my friends that I produced with, his name, what do you go by these days? Mona or something? I told him, can you make me a song that has the same vibe, the hook of Fumble by Trey Songz. You know that song? Okay. Yeah, and he sent me back that or whatever. And the keys just reminded me of Tamar. And I was like, I let him play it. I was like at his house. And he was like, oh, I could do it. He was just like playing with it and it sounded good. And I don't know a lot of male singer artists or like that are trying to be artists. And he's my god brother, so it was just way easier to coordinate. And
he does music?
And we know a lot of the same people, like we run in the same circles.
That was a really good song.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's the perfect space. I don't wanna rush this boy, but what else can I do? I'll say it till you believe it, till never be a secret.
I feel you calling, intuition calling. I never want to give up.
So where do you see your sound going? What type of artist would you like to be in the future? What type of influencer?
I would like to be the kind of artist that contributes to the music industry a sound that we don't have yet.
Okay.
I think one of my least favorite things about music right now is that I feel like a lot of people sound the same. That a lot of people are riding like this same wave and playing it safe. And one thing that I like about my own music is that I don't. And another kind of artist I want to be, and the kind of artist that I believe I am, is the kind of artist that combines the best of old and new music. So I work typically with like more modern sounding beats, kind of. They'll usually have some type of facet of like, that's reminiscent of older R&B, but then the vocals that I put on it will be like the actual singing that we like don't hear from anybody right now. Like there are like 2 vocalists in R&B that sing right now, and that's one of the things that I feel like music is missing. Like we don't have like anybody that will like sing on a track, you know, besides Jasmine Sullivan. That's why I said there's 3.
I see a lot of your songs you like to do with a live band. I
always,
really like that.
I always
yeah.
like it.
And a lot of people don't.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's why I say though I like to be the kind of artist that combines older styles with newer styles, because a lot of people don't do that anymore. But I can do either one. Like if you listen to any of my songs, like Falling Out of Love or Something I Know, they all like sound like very modern. Like you can put it on any radio station right now, but it's like very reminiscent of like classic R&B, which I enjoy.
So tell me about the single you have for Falling Out of Love.
I love that song.
So where did you get the inspiration for that?
I was driving. I wasn't really falling out of love with anybody.
Okay.
I don't think. Yeah, I was driving and I wrote it. Same producer, Luna, sent me that beat, and then I just had to add some like keys and stuff to it. Yeah, and like usually I'll hear a beat and like some words will come to me like a hook, and then I turn it into a song. So I heard it and I just kept saying, "Oh no, child." The words were different a little, but yeah. And then just the rest of the words were inspired by events, but I've never like had like a boyfriend or nothing. So
you said you never had a boyfriend?
No.
Oh wow, you just been in the zone.
Yeah.
That's good though.
I'll tell you something else later. Yeah.
You don't need a boyfriend.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I'm very content with my stuff.
I see you talking, you say you was on the plane and then you got some lyrics, you was driving. So writing, is that easy for you?
So easy for me. And very releasing for me. Like when I write a song, I feel much better all the time. Even because I pretty much take small scenarios and exaggerate them. And by exaggerating it, this sounds so crazy. But then I realized that my problem is very small. Because now that I just exaggerated it to what it could have been, like I turned like a little fight into like a song called Falling Out of Love. And then I realized like, oh, this is a little argument.
Yeah.
Like, I'm kind of over the top. But it works.
What can we expect from Re Alissa?
Well, I just released my new single, Movie. And so in like a week, in a little while, the video will be coming out. So that'll be cool. And then just a lot more singles. I'm trying to be more consistent. But before another single, I'm doing a Christmas special. So in around December, you can check that out.
Can we find your music on all streaming platforms?
Yeah, all streaming platforms except maybe SoundCloud. I think my old music is on SoundCloud. Okay. But all like, Spotify, Apple Music, all that.
Cheers.
Cheers. I love styrofoam cups for some reason.
You like the double cup?
No, that's too much.
Okay. What is this?
That's a Cayman Jack.
It's good. That's what I
Is
said.
it so good?
It's so good.
Looks like Sprite.
We can make a movie right. I can turn you on. I can turn. Would be a sight to see if somebody finds.